The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Kay. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Malik McDowell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Kay. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
That's how we do it,
now, after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Oh, that's money in the bank, baby.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A little juke. Once more the juke. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They will be led out by the former Georgia Bulldog. It's Jake Fromm.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll try to run the option here.
Bust through the tackle. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. On 2nd down and 4. Fromm to the right side, complete to Miller. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
1st and goal from the 3. Carson.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Carson again.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Back to throw. Kay. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Fights through him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kay. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28. Off the bootleg. Kay. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back to throw. Kay. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Throw left side complete. That's Miller. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Throwing is from.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Fromm to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Powers through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Kay.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
7 yards the pickup there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Kay, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
Kay. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw from. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Well, for Chris Carson, I mean, he is a powerfully built back, and using that size and strength there to good advantage as he shakes free of a would-be tackler.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
On 1st down, from. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action, it's from. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's from.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Well, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Kay throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kay. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Going to give this time to the tailback. Gets past one man. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Kay to the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
They'll set up to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Texans. Demarcus Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Kay. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Still shedding tackles. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Kay.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. On second down now, it's Carson. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I'm okay with the call. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Fromm. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They're going to look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdowns. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Washington on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Kay. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll throw on 1st down with Fromm.
It's complete to Robinson. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. No gain on the play there, second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Kay. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Kay. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Houston's offense taking over again.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 from.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
Throwing is from.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, from.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Fromm to throw.
Dumps this one off to Mack. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Looking to throw from. This to the outside for Mack.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down.
From.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Colin Kaepernick leading the way there, as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Texans to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Fromm. He completes this one to Mack. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Fromm off of play action. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On first down, Kay. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On first and 10, Kay. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas.
7 yards to pick up there. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He can't get him down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Back to throw. Kay. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Kay. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. From the 41. He's got Jordan complete right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now he didn't run after it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Houston. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kay. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great start.
Touchdown! Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, Forrest. Let's go.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Kay. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kay. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the gun on 3rd down. Kay. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Kay. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. It's complete to Robinson. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 97 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's got room. A solid stiff arm. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Kay. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Kay. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Houston set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Fromm. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Texans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I don't know what the heck he was doing.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They run it with Carson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
the play fake. Here's Fromm. It's Miller, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Fromm to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
We got this. Yeah, I like to see that.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Kay. And this is incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. Runs through the contact. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Nifty move. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
164 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Kay. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Kay. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Kay. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Carlson is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Fromm. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Man open is Robinson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Oh, he bowls over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with still 1 minute 20 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a give right side. Carson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. This is Carson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now Washington down by 7, and time a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Washington, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.